Get a free CGB Shark token when you use the promo code CGB5 at checkout on any order at CoolStuffInc.com. That's promo code CGB5 at CoolStuffInc.com, and a big thank you to them for sponsoring my channel. You're cool. Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Today in the arena, we are going to once again reconstruct history, but this time we are going to do it in the Jeskai shell, the classic Jeskai colors, because there are two commands in these colors that really, I think, put the reconstruct history pile together. So, Jeskai gives us access to Prismari command and Lorehold command, two commands that are kind of the pillars of the deck. I love that they're kind of aligned on the 3-drop and the 5-drop spot just next to each other, because they're really what makes the deck good. With Prismari command in particular, you can generate a treasure that you may or may not need, but you also can draw 2 and discard 2, which filling your graveyard makes reconstruct history better since it returns an artifact, enchantment, instant, sorcery, and planeswalker card back to your hand. So if you drop off an enchantment, an artifact, a planeswalker, something like that you didn't want to cast in the early game anyway, you can get it back later with reconstruct history, and that's like just getting straight up card advantage. Then on the Lorehold command side, you can sacrifice that portable hole or that treasure token you made from Prismari command to draw 2 cards and get deeper into the deck. You gain some life, you kill an opponent's creature, and then you get the Lorehold command back with the reconstruct history to do it all again, which is very, very fun. We also have enchantments in the deck because, well, reconstructing history does like it when you have enchantments. So we have the sagas Raven's Warning and Battle of Frost and Fire, and Lorehold command can sacrifice those sagas to draw 2 cards. This deck is it's like a nice coming together of Kaldheim and Strixhaven, but it wasn't very playable outside of the standard 2022 format because, well, Eldraine is just that good. It kind of beats Kaldheim and Strixhaven combined. But here in this format, it's much better. And we do have a couple of new cards, the Mordenkainen being like the big one, a planeswalker that can end the game on his own, that we can get back over and over with reconstruct history, is a pretty cool thing to have in the deck. We also got a Potion of Healing, which is an artifact that we can sacrifice for life and then get back later with the reconstruct history, because artifact is one of the harder ones to do. Portable Hole is the other artifact, also coming out of the new set, and that's great against some decks. It's bad against others. It's all around a good fora for this deck, because if it's bad, if we're playing against a deck where we just have no targets for the hole, we can sacrifice it to Lorehold command to draw 2, or we can discard it to Prismari command to draw a new card. So that makes it pretty good. 1 Velomachus Lorehold. I don't want too many creatures in the deck because reconstruct history pays you for having a critical mass of other types, everything but land and creatures, and you need land. But 1 Velomachus Lorehold is pretty sweet because it can hit the reconstruct history or the commands, and so it had to go in the deck. In the sideboard, we have the cards that we fetch with Raven's Warning. This is one of the only cards I've played in a long time, especially a control deck that doesn't use the learn mechanic. It doesn't have any lessons. So our sideboard is 100% cards to get with Raven's Warning, which has Chapter 3. You may put a card you own from outside the game on top of your library. So the cards we might want to get include a Disdainful Stroke and a Negate. We have no counter spells in the main, but in the matchups where they're good, we can go fetch them. A Reconstruct History, because if Raven's Warning went off, we already have an enchantment, and it's very likely we'll have instant sorcery and something else. So sometimes you just want to get history to get back Warning to do it all again and keep the value train going. And then we have Doomscar, Devastating Mastery as ways to clear up the board. Another Mordenkainen if we're ready to go into the late game win con stage. And a Magma Opus, which is actually a really sweet card to keep getting back in the very, very late game over and over with your reconstruct histories. So that's what's going on with the Wish board over here. Man, do I miss the 15 card best of one sideboard in a moment like this. Did you know, Jeskai's not like an advantage color combination. It's a fine color combination, but I wouldn't say it's advantaged in the meta in any way. It's got a lot of weaknesses. But if it had a 15-card sideboard, we could run Lessons, and we could run Legion Angel, and we could run Raven's Warning. We could make full use of this. Wizards, please change it back. We didn't need to nerf Learn. Come on. Anyway, let's go put it to work, and make sure you stay till the end if you want more thoughts on the deck, because I have plenty. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin.
Diamond 3.
The path to Mythic lies ahead. Let's see. Doomscar. I mean, this is a good hand, right? We just need one white to be happy. And we'd be able to Doomscar. In the meantime, we get to dig for it with Iteration. We get to play the Raven's Warning. Man, I keep thinking about putting environmental sciences in my sideboard, even though I don't have any lessons. Maybe I could put like 1 Divide by 0 in my deck. But sometimes you just want a Raven's Warning for it, man. That card is so good. Let's foretell the Doomscar. Against iTwitch, we don't probably need to cast this really soon, so we'll play red-blue so that we can use the Iteration next turn. Or maybe we'll play Raven's Warning, I don't know. Getting through the iTwitch is obnoxious, though. So we probably won't draw a card off this. Alright, our opponent's doing the black-red-Z stuff. If we get this down, what are we going to go fetch? I mean, we're a long way from actually needing any of these. We'd prefer to be a little later in the game, so we don't need to rush this. Let's go ahead and find some land. Portable Hole is a good one. But I also want the campus. I actually want both lands pretty badly. But I do need that iTwitch out of the way. It would help me a lot. iTwitch is an annoying little guy, isn't he? Oh my goodness. If you ever want to attack with a 1/1 bird, that card just shuts that down. Let's see if they've got another one. Okay. Tapped Shatterskull Hammer Pass thingy majiggy. Here's the Raven's Warning. So, this is a sorcery, this is an enchantment, this is an instant. If we get those 3 cast, we might even sacrifice a Portable Hole for an artifact to the Lorehold command. Then History draws a lot of cards. That's unfortunate. We could tap it, though. The opponent sacrifices this, they tap that, we get in, we draw a card. Pretty good. What card am I going to get from the sideboard? Hold on, we got to think another turn ahead here. None of these are particularly great against that card. How are we going to deal with this? I guess we have to Doomscar at some point. I'm wondering if I should sacrifice the Raven's Warning to the Lorehold command to draw 2. And I think I like it. I just don't think any of those cards really help me right now. Oh man, they also get to eat my graveyard, which is terrible for my Reconstruct History plan, isn't it? Even if they don't know that right now. Okay, Rowan. Baleful Mastery, Dragon's Fire. They're about to play Goldspan. I guess Doomscar's okay. They have to sacrifice their Goldspan. They keep their Predator. Yeah, I'm curious what they'll do next turn. Maybe we end up playing Devastating Mastery for 4 and just make them bounce their Predator. We're going to need 1 more white to have the full Mastery available. History, though, basically dead to this card. It's such a perfect card against us. I'm kind of, I'm hurting. I'm hurting, to be honest. So, we can Prismaric Command on their turn. They might not play their dragon because they're afraid. If we Prismaric Command their Ghast, untap, and Doomscar, that gets rid of their Predator. Can do this.
Art and combat aren't so different.
Okay, they want Dragon's Fire it, that's fine.
Now, I'm really angry.
Still at 18, long way to go. Really? Why would you do that on end step? Doesn't make sense. Okay. I mean, whatever you want to do. Opponent just really feeling aggro, I guess. Down to 8. Will they have another creature? Always got another creature. They have the Baleful Mastery, so we need to make this block while we can. They're hanging on to it for dear life, but that might end up giving us another turn. Okay, Portable Hole. Alright, gains indestructible. Now we need to make sure there's no creature on the battlefield. They should have waited for targeting, though. We get to eat a treasure. The Prismari commands have to make sure a creature is not on the battlefield so the Doomscar kills the Predator. Okay. They can just sacrifice this to draw a card, but it taps them out. Doesn't let them play another creature here, unless they are going to sack their treasure to play another 1-drop, which would be brutal and very unfortunate. Okay, 2 life. We've got 7 mana, 8 mana. Let's grab this. It can counter another Predator or a Goldspan Dragon. Hand. Blue, red, blue, red. I guess another blue is fine. Can be either one of these. All right. We got 2 cards here, but one of them draws back our graveyard, which has an enchantment, an instant, and a sorcery. And now I can get back the Disdainful Stroke. Come on back. All right, is he going to weasel out of this one, you might be asking yourself. How is CGB getting out of this one? Yeah. Probably gonna kill it. Wow. Good choice. I think we're going to have a Magma Opus pretty soon. That's my prediction. What an annoying little card. Man, the life from these Ravens warnings is bailing me out. Are you ready to kill another bird? How many Dragon's Fires? How did they draw? Oh my gosh, so many. It's fine. This is fine. Let's just keep them coming. The fourth... I had to ask, didn't I? It's the 4th Dragon's Fire. Of course it is. That's the second time, I think, it's either 2 days or 3 days. I don't remember when it happened, but I definitely battled another Dragon's Fire. Another person who drew all 4 Dragon's Fires recently. Oh yeah, that's what's on top. LOL. Alright, let's get another history. Get all this back. Is there a reason to hold a card? Are they going to make me discard? Doesn't look like it. Let's see what they play. Might just be able to ambush this. They can Baleful Mastery it, though. I could tap them out on red. But come on, they don't have another red card. If I had done that on my turn or on their upkeep, they wouldn't have drawn Village Rites, so maybe this was a bit of a punt. Didn't see the Village Rites coming, to be honest. Maybe I should have. Looks like there is a lot of sacrifice here. Uh-huh. All right, buddy. Let's go. Which of these Ravens warnings, right? Yeah. And 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can Opus. Or we could just warning. Few choices. Let's just Opus. If they play a Goldspan Dragon, we want to kill it. Right. Let's wait till we're... Yeah, right here is the spot. Eye twitch. Yes, yes. Guys, I think we really did weasel our way out of that one. This has been kind of absurd. Maybe we'll hit another portable hole. There are 4 of them. Nope, not this time. And... deck... exile. Do we want to deal 4 here? Guess we don't have a choice anymore. The opponent wants to make a mascot exhibition and spend their turn on it. I'm okay with that. Plenty of coverage here. We can make our squad indestructible with the Lorehold command. Ooh. Let's do this. Oh, combo. Good game. Good game. That was a freaky one. Oh my goodness. Exactly as we drew it up. I swear that Immersturm Predator was gonna wreck us. But we found a way. Oh no! I don't have my lights on. That's why it was so hard. Gotta have the lights on. Give me some blue. Come on, baby. Give me some blue. There it is. There it is. All right, we'll see if Portable Hole is useful in this matchup. If not, we've got some cards that are good everywhere else. Kabira Takedown's a good sign. Into the hole. I know, we could set up Doomscar. I just really want to play the holes. Nice. Alright, so we still get to set up Doomscar. Oh yeah, bring him out. Bring him out. Do I want triple white? I think I'll be okay if I make triple white, right? I can put this on red, but then I don't have double blue. I'm trying to decide if I want a Portable Hole this Paladin class this turn. I guess the answer is no. I would want them to put mana into leveling it up, then I want to blow it up. Monk of the Open Hand. Never run out of creatures. There it is. All right, get the Raven's Warning. So, Mono White, you got more tricks up your sleeve. Of course you do. Go after the hole or the warning? Goes after the warning. Fine with me. So... I think we're going to command them, but I'd love for them to attack into it and blow them out in combat. Okay, now I want to hit that Haven with the command. Okay, they're afraid. Could play a number of things here. I'm just going to scry. I want them to think I don't have... I'm not doing great. In fact, I want to keep this, but if I keep it on top, I don't think they'll power up the Haven next turn. I want them to feel like I'm in trouble, so we're playing mind games. We're trying to let them think that I don't have anything going on, that my hand's actually bad. Okay. Gotta get them in the spirit of attacking. I guess the Prismari command will do the job this turn, because we can use the Skyclave Apparition against them. Ah. Okay. This is a very slow burn, guys. I need you to trust me. And I want them next turn powering up Haven, putting like a counter on it or something, and smashing in. That's the plan. A very slow burn. Yes. Yes. Hello. Beautiful. They didn't attack with everything, so I'm gonna need some cleanup duty, but I believe I'll find it. Yeah, they don't need to see any more after that. All right, on the play, let's go. See what happens here. Looks like a fun hand. Monk. Monkey, monk, monk. All right. Foretell. Doomscar. Pretty good against Monk of the Open Hand decks. And Clarion Spirit decks. We'll just set up our Prismari command. Make a treasure. Draw some cards, probably. Then Doomscar. We've got the history, so we can discard things like Warning and Lorehold command and get them back. I guess we really want to get the Doomscar back. So, yeah. We know exactly what sorcery is going in the bin. Well, the opponent figured out that their deck only runs one way, and they're going for it. By God. Look at the power and toughness on turn 3. That is 7, 8, 9, 10. If you count Faceless Haven, 14 power on the board on turn 3. This is going to let them know they're in trouble. I'm just going to discard Velomachus. It's just going to take too long, man. We're not... you're too slow. And we need these other cards. These other cards are really good for us. So, the tricky part now is going to be, can we draw another white? I guess we can get back Prismari command. Uh-oh. Maybe we can't. Maybe we can't. Depends what the opponent takes here. They take the Lorehold command. Wow. Okay. Come on back to me. Another elite. If they take the Doomscar, that won't matter. They need to take the Prismari command. It's my source of white mana. Okay. Down to 10. We still have a Faceless Haven to worry about, but I think we'll be okay there. Treasure and draw 2. Okay, we found the other white source. So we'll drop the Hall. Potion actually seems pretty good. Rip Apart. Is it better than a Rip Apart? I think the Warning's really good. Yeah, well, I guess we'll just keep the life gain. Boom. Second Doomscar. How many will it take? Faceless Haven comes in. Let's have a little potion of healing. I feel so much better. And now we got a little birdie. Clarion Spirit, the third one, right? And Luminarch, yep. They know about the Doomscar. They're doing this anyway. They don't want me getting that card from Raven's Warning, man. Bum-ba-da-da-dum. What card will we get? I think we'll get another Reconstruct History. Don't think they can beat that at this point. Trigger. Come here. Come here, card. It's gonna be great. We'll just hold up the Lorehold command if they power up the Haven. You sure you want to do that? Very sus play. Okay. They're hoping we forgot. Their out was that we forgot that card existed. Commands and Doomscars. That's what we do here. Blue, red, white. Go from there. So I guess we want blue and red first. Just in case we want to do an expressive iteration. Do I foretell this, or do I hold it and then discard it to command and then get it back with history? I think I'm too much forward thinking going on right there. A little bit overdoing it. Oh boy. Not the matchup we wanted. Let's say go. Jwari Disruption and such. What's holding priority right here on absolutely nothing? Ah, Magma Opus. We'll see about that. Destroy target artifact, create treasure. Suck it. Would you like to counter this? Go ahead. One less counter. Okay, cool. So we drop off the hole. We'll get it back in a minute. Make another treasure. We can play this land, blow up this Galazeth. Next turn, reconstruct history. Hopefully go from there. See how good the opponent's draw really is if they're going to drop a dragon on us. We don't have a lot of other counterplay. Just have to kind of hope that we can outvalue them and they don't have another counter spell. Have to play it pretty aggressive. Opponent might be scared to play Naked Dragon. Take 3. Okay. Well, 2 treasures means if they have another counter, they get to use it. Probably deadsies. Rip apart. Don't think that helps us. Those come back. Let's see if they have an Allrun's Epiphany for the win. Probably. Although they didn't foretell on 2. Opus would be nasty too. If they slam an Allrun's Epiphany after this much rope, they deserve a slap. A slap to the face. Especially with a Hall of the Storm Giants in hand that's lethal. Okay. Cool. What do we do now? The Hall of the Storm Giants is a big problem. If they have a counter spell, I guess they also just win? But I guess we have to do it. There's just nothing else to do. They didn't have a counterspell last turn. Okay. They could have a Jwari Disruption. I'm thinking about if I want a Prismari command now for some reason and hit my land drop, if I want to hold this, but discarding Hole and Rip Apart seems fine because those cards are generally bad here. So what's their hand? It might be removal spell, removal spell, removal spell, or removal spell, land. I'm worried it's another dragon. They also keep on tanking on my end step, and I'm not, like, I don't know, man. Why didn't they do that on upkeep and win the game? Why wouldn't they do that on upkeep and just win the game? Guess they're nervous of it getting countered? I guess I have to keep this now for the 4/4. And hope that the Raven's Warning's birds will hold up. Oh no, we're just dead. What am I doing? What am I doing? Ugh. I think I like this hand. Seems good. I mean, with 3 colors and enough cheap spells to not completely die in the early turns, you have to keep most of these hands. Regular Forest. Borderland Ranger is a green card. Our opponent might be taking their identity too far. Nothing. What does that mean? Okay. We'll try to hold an iteration till next turn to make it more of a draw too, although I'm not even sure I need it. I guess we can Raven's Warning next turn. Opponent found the most annoying card they could. I mean, if they're not going to do anything for 2 turns, if their first play is something on turn 3, probably the most annoying it can be is Spellbinder. Fortunately, we just have a lot of good stuff to do. And the key for, like, dealing with Spellbinder, just try to get to the late game. It's a lot worse if you're not taking damage. So, like, we haven't taken much damage this game, so we're fine. I take the warning. Yeah, once you, like, build up enough mana, Spellbinder, like, you just play the cards that they took, and it's like you get them back, and it's fine. I'm just going to do this now, in case they're, like, a hexproof deck, running Snakeskin Veil and such nonsense. We venturing? We're going into the dungeon? We're going into the lost mine of Phandelver. Just the shortest route to drawing a card, basically. Alright, no way to deal. No land. So let's grab the lands. We're not going to do anything else this turn, so we'll put the untapped land into hand. And put this into exile, and they're going to get another venture. But then we're going to start playing things. Lorehold Command seems pretty good against them, unless they can defend or make this thing bigger. There's Rune of Might. Trample? We could take the Rune of Might with the portable hole. We could. And then we could kill the Selfless Paladin. That seems really loose to me. So here's what I'm going to do. And take this token out and have empty hole. Then we'll 3 damage the Outlander. We'll wait till the opponent has to attack, though. and then we'll draw with the hole. Sacrifice it to draw 2, and then we can get it back with Reconstruct History and so on. Gross. We'll need the Prismari command. That is a nice spread of cards to get back, though. I would have liked the Ravens warning, but it's about the only complaint. Maybe we play it and block for a turn, but this has trample, so that's pretty bad. We're not going to do anything else, though. All right. I shouldn't have played the land first, but we're going to iteration first. Definitely shouldn't have played the land first. Hand. Yeah, pretty big mistake there. I thought I might find another solution to the problems that I'm facing, but it didn't happen. I think Portable Hole might still hit things. We might need it as a cheap play here. Because we are behind. It's been a clunker. We have had a clunker draw. We have not found a sweeper. That's the big thing, right? We haven't drawn Doomscar. Maybe we should try Expressive Iteration to find it next turn. Like, the odds have to be getting Dees. Rooney Dungeons. Ugh. I hate it. They get to draw a card. They complete a dungeon. It pumps the other creature. Another Portable Hole that isn't doing much. Alright, I think the right play is to stay alive using the Lorehold command. I guess we can wait till combat. We have to destroy the Lorehold command, create a treasure, or we have to destroy the shield with the Prismari command, then create a treasure, then cast the Lorehold command, make a blocker, and gain 3 life. Sword of the Realms. Gross. Could be worse, though. Equipping to the big one. Not worried about removal. Legit, if we could have killed it, we probably would have done it a while ago. Each player loses one. I didn't think about that. Let's hope that that isn't the difference in the game. Let's see, I block with 2. So we go up to 10, we take 3, we're back down to 7. We should be able to absorb enough if they don't have a trick. If they have a trick, we probably lose here. It's a gutsy line, but somebody's got to try. Down to 1. Okay, re-equip, Battle of Frost and Fire off the top. We have another Lorehold command, though. Let's go ahead and grab the Sword of the Realms, and I want 100% to make sure that this resolves. Rally, 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 baby. You. Okay. Just stay alive. It'll be okay. Let's see what they pick. Alright, so they play that card out, pumps the other thing. Each player loses 2 life unless they discard. I will discard this. Battle time. We attack first. And we battle. We're lucky they don't have creature lands, making a huge difference in the game here. Whew. They love the tilting cards. That's okay, so do I. And the Mammoth, my goodness. There's a Doomscar there. We can't, can we cast it? No, we're 1 short. We're 1 short. If that's the case, we can put it into our hand and use the iteration, and we can also play the Raven's Warning, go up to 6. And we're a chump block. A chump block can win it. We do need it, though. We need the chump block. Trying to think of like a cheap removal spell we could hit that would solve our problems, and I can't. So, we might end up on the Raven's Warning plan here. Another Lorehold command that we can't cast. Hand. Deck. Exile. Alright, removal spell and a land, and they win. Redraw. Land. No removal spell. Still alive. Oh, baby. Oh, man. But we're entering the part of the game where we can really try to grind them out, so I'm optimistic, but that is very scary. Okay, more angels. Oh, there's the creature land too. Better late than never, but oh, this is gonna be tough. You guys ready for some hard work? Gotta do this from 4 life. Also gotta be able, so we gotta be able to wrath the board and block the creature land, or stop the creature land. We do have something in hand that can do it right now in Raven's Warning. We could also draw this Magma Opus, right? That can do all of it for a turn. I think it gives me the best chance to win. Hand, bottom, exile. We might try to play a rune. We could stop them from drawing a card. Let's say go. Dead to a snakeskin veil, but we learned in a recent video that that's a little bit bugged. So yay. Pump that mana into it, baby. Do it. Do it now. They're checking out my Hall of the Storm Giants. They want to know, you know, like, if I power that up to block. But if I power this up, I lose to the Flyers for sure, so... Now is the time. All right. You and you submit to tap and tap. Let's go. 30. It was 33 to 1. Now it's 33 to 4. Shooting for one of the comebacks of the century. All right, this has to block the layer. It's not going anywhere. Let's get another blocker in the air. It'd be nice if we could also have Prismari Command open. It looks like we can. So we get back the hole. And I think the battle? Oh, we have a Doomscar. Let's get the warning. Let's get the Opus. And give me Iteration. No Planeswalkers, huh? Bummer. Discard step is hard. I think it's just the hole. We'll get it back later. Why did we bring it back to our hand at all? Because, you know, flexing. Flexing's the reason. Take one for the team, little bird. Take one for the team. The Angel Legion continues. So I think we can set up for Doomscar into Raven's Warning here. Okay, they didn't get another Angel. Because we have to have a creature to block the Hydra. What don't we need? I think we have too many Prismari commands, believe it or not. Don't feel like we need this island too much. Although we've got a lot of white and a lot of red, so we don't really need this. Do we just not need the land? Keep spells? Spells win us games? I think so. Send in the 4/4. Opponent probably knows what's coming. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, if we had the land, we could Opus instead of playing the warning. Oh well. Is what it is. Do we want to iteration this turn to hit our land drop anyway? We might hit another warning. The other option is to hold up Prismari Command, which I'm not sure exactly what that does. Alright. Seems like a better option, though. We've seen Redain Shield. We've seen a few things. Alright, big top deck. Can they win? I don't think they can play a removal spell, unless they have Blizzard Ball and they don't have Snowlands. I don't think they can play a removal spell and power up the Hydra to deal enough damage. Opponent spelling out the mana. What do we need? What do we do here? Okay, 2 mana open. Definitely want to keep that life total up. Don't want to lose to like an inscription. So what do you do with your 2 mana? Sword of the Realms returns. Okay, cool. I got something for that. All right, what do we get? More history, baby. That's the answer. More history. We're ready for the Opus, and then the history gets it back. All right, Opus, tap that thing down. Make a 4/4. Sad 9/9. We'll hang on to it. All right, it's all coming together now. It's all coming together.
Let's hit the books.
Seems good. Go big. That's enough. Oh my gosh. One life. One life, and we rally. And we are back for the post-game wrap. And I had some really interesting games with this deck early on, and then the rest of my day was pretty bad. So the truth is, I didn't win very much with the deck today, and I had a bit of a free fall in ranked. I also was playing pretty bad. I think I'm just having a bad day overall, which happens when you make content every single day of your life. So hopefully the comments aren't going to be too mean to me about that. There's always plenty of people who love to pile on to a bad day. And no, I don't need a break. I really don't. I just need another day. Like, the best thing I can do is wash the taste out of my mouth. But thank you to all the CovertGo dads and CovertGo moms out there who try to baby me and tell me that I should take a break. Thanks. I know you care. It just doesn't come off the way that I think you think it does. But what would I say about the deck? It has some pretty big weaknesses. Most of them can be addressed by adding some kind of counter magic to the main and divide by 0. The thing about that is I think that they would replace Raven's Warning, and then you would have a learn board, and then you'd have a pretty generic Jeskai control deck, which I can definitely make a video for in the future. But for this video, I really wanted to make something a little different, as I've been casting Mascot Exhibition as the top end of my decks for a couple of videos now, whenever I'm playing 3-color control, and I wanted to try something else, and I really like the idea of spamming the commands in one of my favorite cards in Reconstruct History. So I think that there's a better deck that can solve problems like Immerstorm Predator and have an okay matchup against dragons, but I don't think it's this one. I think you kind of need to cut back on the Reconstruct History synergy. You probably need to chop the Raven's Warnings, and then you need to run a deck that looks a little bit more like the other Learn decks I've done recently, with a Mascot Exhibition, Environmental Sciences, Sideboard, Divide by 0, and maybe some Disdainful Strokes in negates in the main, or possibly even Saw It Coming, although I'm a little skeptical about that card with this mana base. I did have a lot of trouble casting my Doom Scars and my other cards, so not sure about that. Once you add reactive spells like counter spells to the deck, the lore hold becomes a lot worse. So basically I'm talking about gutting the deck and making something completely different. I think this deck is very fun. It's really good against aggro, and it might be okay in the play queue, but the play queue matchmaker often pairs you against other decks of similar type, and I got paired a lot against Prismari Dragons today. That matchup is not winnable without counter magic in your deck. Just to be honest, it's really bad. So the deck needs a full gutting, I think, to be a play queue deck. If your meta is very, very aggro, then I think that you can rank up with the deck. But not what really happened for me today, where the matchmaker fed me a lot of decks I could not beat. Anyway, that's my take on the outro. Hope you don't mind a little honesty. Not all of the decks win all of the time, and I don't even go over the stats of the ones that didn't because people just make fun of me for it. But if you want to see the stats, you can always check untapped.gg, the link in the description, and it should help you out. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. You are cool.